Good morning, your friend Scotty Ray and Odie. As we begin a Thursday, we were just discussing behind the scenes of how things don't seem like it used to be as a kid. Like for some reason, 50 doesn't sound old anymore.
No, I remember when I was 50. We've got somebody turning 50.
Do we?
Yeah.
Who is it?
He's got a friend named Harold.
Oh, you were kidding me.
So we've got a special anniversary, and that's Michelle and Brad Bynum.
Okay.
And then we've got this birthday coming in for Chief Deputy Barry White, turning the big 5-0 today. So if y'all see him while he's working,
like with handcuffs or maybe a hearse,
go up there, help him across the street. You know, he might need a little assistance.
Little help me get up.
Yeah, Barry, take your Geritol. You need to start doing that now.
When is it that when you start getting those complimentary emails and things in the mail of AARP?
Oh, hell, I've been a member for about 8 years now.
Oh, you getting any good discounts out of that, Odie?
Yeah, 10% off here and there. You know,
Bob says 50 is the new 30 and $100 is the new 20. I have to agree with him on that.
That's exactly it.
But they did try to pull that off of at 50 is the new 30 thing. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm 30 sometimes.
Do you now?
Yeah, every now and then. Now, the next day, I feel like I'm about 7. So
every time I overdo it, I hurt for 3 days. You just think about it.
Oh, man.
We got in an email a moment ago. It says, Nadine said, my 3 daughters did this online quiz thing on Facebook yesterday called How Well Do You Know Your Mom? One of the questions was, what's one of the favorite things to do? One of my daughters answered on there that it was to watch Scotty Ray. I told him it was the only way I ever knew what was going on. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Nadine. We appreciate that.
We are your true local news network.
Yes, sir. Bob there.
Coming soon, the WSRR. We're already show prep for a lot of other places.
Hey, we got a good morning shot into us from Miss Patricia from out at Southeast. We appreciate you watching as well.
We got a birthday coming in?
No, she just wanted to
just wanted to say hey.
Yeah. And wish us a happy Good Friday. That is tomorrow. Now, we want to remind you of this. Now, there's going to be a lot of places that are shut down. Donna Jill officially told me that the county courthouse would be closed down. A lot of most of the schools, I think, are closed for Good Friday.
I think they are all. And I guess that means that county offices are closed.
Well, not necessarily.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not sure on that.
I want to, for some reason, I think I got to work Friday. Of course, I'm on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, so it really doesn't matter.
Let me show you the exact thing. This is the way it was exactly written by Donna Jill, the lady that knows everything here. Let me pull this up here.
She does.
A reminder that all Lauderdale County offices will be closed on Good Friday, as well as the county and city schools. Now, let me glance over here and see if, for any reason, that City of Meridian has posted anything. It had something to do about you get a choice of Good Friday or another day, the best I remember. And I'm not seeing anything just off the bat here.
Calendar. See what that calendar was up there. That
Library Week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
So I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not listed on there. So the city may be open. I'm not. If you work for the City of Meridian, let us know. And if you work for other cities, let us know what's happening in your town as well.
Now, the dump sites will be closed, right?
Yes, we got.
We did get a letter on that from Oscar One.
Oscar says they'll be back open on Saturday morning, though, to where you can take your trash. And they're just taking Good Friday. It is good to take Good Friday. We can all be displaced for a day. It's a day to remember what this is all about. And
But Saturday, you might want to take that trash. You don't want those eggs to get kind of ripe while you're in there.
yeah, those eggs that you find with a lawnmower later. But I think there's a lot of people, as I've seen the change happening from the real eggs, the live eggs is what we'll call them, to the plastic ones with prizes inside.
Yeah.
I see that more and more every day.
Well, you go to the dollar store, and you can get a little bag of them for $1.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with dyeing them. You don't have to. Now, I tell you, it is fun to dye some eggs, especially if you eat boiled eggs. Let the kids dye some eggs.
I think that's the answer there.
All right, Austin said
they get to choose between Good Friday and Martin Luther King Day of which day you wanted to be off. Let's see, I have to work Good Friday and Easter Sunday, Alan said. I know it's between one of those that they had to choose. So,
for some reason, and maybe they've changed it. I thought we worked Friday. But if something comes up and our office line nobody answers, you can always call my other office number. It's easy to remember. It's 911.
No, well, there you go. It's pretty simple there. And they wake Odie up no matter where he is.
Yeah.
So what you doing there? Eggs are over $3 a dozen. You're right. That does put a damper into hiding $3 a dozen eggs.
Yeah, you might want to get some in there plastic.
But do you remember as a kid when they were dyed and they would come out hot? And they always told you that little fib there that the Easter Bunny just laid them, and I kept going, how did the Easter Bunny lay an egg?
And you had that vinegar smell?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Every day's a good day for retired folks. Charles, you got a point there.
Yeah, that's true. You just got to go to that mailbox every now and then.
That's right. Good morning from Causeville. Miss Dorothy joining us there. We appreciate you as well. Lots to talk about this morning. And yes, we will go back and talk about what went on in Enterprise as the sheriff. And, of course, our newly 50-year-old chief deputy was on scene in Enterprise yesterday morning. We'll go there. A live interview was done there with Clarke County Hot Topics. We'll borrow that and let you hear what Anthony had to say from live on the scene there yesterday. Let's see, nationwide, as we talked about Diddy, he's in all kinds of trouble.
Poor Diddy. Dum diddy do. What was that? Do what diddy diddy dum diddy do. Yeah.
Somebody, the headline I read somewhere said Diddy is in the doo-doo. Yes. Diddy has problems right now. I can't by any means say this is all true as we look at this, but some say this is going to be very closely to the Epstein case that they're looking at this. Now, I brought this up a moment ago to where a record producer had said that he videoed everything, and it was basically blackmail. If he were to sign you to his record label, he had filmed everything that went on in his house and said, I'm offering you, man, I can go somewhere else. Put in the tape. And they would show the tape, and then they would take the low offer, and he was making money hand over fist, this way, that way. Is it true? It'll all come out in court. And again, you're innocent until proven guilty. But there is a lot of folks trying to prove some things here. They're going through every home he's got. We'll see what becomes of it. Might be time for a little vacation in another country.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. You might want to go hide.
And it looks like, 50 Cent, who is a Donald Trump supporter, has really been trolling P. Diddy on this. And it turns out that I think it's 50 Cent's ex-girlfriend maybe had a child by...
Your baby daddy.
Yeah.
The baby mama.
Yeah, it is written real different there, but it's a possibility. That's why he's kind of sore at him. It takes a poke at him every chance that he can.
Did you ever think that probably one thing that you talked about all the time? Is this your girlfriend, your wife? Oh, that's just my baby mama.
The language that is used nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been places where I had to have translation given to me. And what did that really mean? Help me out here.
Hey, Karina said something that
she didn't like
this
you. Shows,
this shows the kind of person he really is.
Oh, yeah.
He gets in a little bit of trouble. Bam, ran off and left his 2 kids behind to deal with all the junk.
They were 40.
Yeah, but he's
No,
still,
Yeah.
That's sad. Daddy.
It is.
Daddy, where you at? Oh, you just left us out here to drive?
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer, watch it.
You don't do that. A real man but a real man never would have done some of these accusations. Now again, we don't know that they're true, but boy, it's sure pointing that way. And eventually, all of this will come out. And we will know what happened. Ooh, Cliff went ahead and was it Cliff? Oh, it was Carl
No,
used
Carl.
the C word.
Just stuck it on out there.
Coward.
You know, that's kind of like somewhere else I saw somebody, because they said, Ashley said, Cat Williams said 2024 was the year of exposure. You remember, did you see a video of somebody walked up to a camera at a table and just threw down this little, well, it was kind of a big black book and said, ooh, that's kind of getting warm.
I might have seen that.
Yeah, that's kind of, y'all better.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Y'all better watch out.
Did you have dinner at Tico's? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot. And what
ruh-roh.
we're hinting at, there's a lot going on behind the scenes in Jackson, Mississippi. There's alleged rumors of people that may have been involved in some things that, well, maybe their wives didn't know about. Maybe the people that voted for them didn't know about.
And this little black book.
That little
has
black book
got
is dangerous.
a lot of information.
Yeah, there's some people sweating.
See, if you just try to do the right thing,
You would be
you
sweating.
wouldn't have to worry about it. You could be like us and just talk about it. And we don't have to worry about
That's right. Again, we don't have the names. Okay, maybe we can't say the names.
it. We've got some. But we're keeping them in our little book.
That's right. A lot of sweating. And with all seriousness, I know on the local level, and I'm not kidding on this, I know people who have safety deposit boxes that have video upon video of people that they can call up and go, hey, I got a little something you might want to change your mind about that.
How does that feel?
It's got to be bad.
Able to do that.
It's got- Do you want this out there? And that does. I know the person, and I know that it does exist. There's a lot of people that can't sleep at night.
Not being on that side, I couldn't sleep at night if I tried to blackmail somebody because I was scared they're going to come back and say, I'm tired of dealing with you.
I'm going to get you.
Click, click. Yeah. Nope. I'm just going to stay out of it altogether.
We're going to talk about it. Somebody got to be here.
Yeah. Somebody got to let it know. What did Greg always say? Somebody got to tell what happened.
Yeah, that's right. That's us. We'll be right back as we begin your morning. It is a beautiful day, somewhere around 39 wind chill factor.
Feels
at about
good outside.
43 this morning, Odie.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Is one of the big things that went on yesterday, Clarke County.
Wow.
We kept getting texts and more texts of what is the deal with so much law enforcement enterprise. Well, let's go to Clarke County Hot Topics as they did an interview as we find out that a facility has been shut down. Let's pull this up here. Here's Sheriff Anthony Taylor telling us.
Anthony Chancellor.
Miss Taylor. I always call him Andy.
Well, that's true. That's right. All right, Andy, in a little small town.
Yeah.
Does that mean Barney and
Yeah, that's right.
Barry?
and Barney.
Yeah, okay.
I always have to say them. Here's Anthony Chancellor.
Well, Chad, for the past several months, Sheriff's Office investigators have been working hand in hand with state officials, with the Health Department, as well as the Attorney General's office. I'm not going to comment too much on this situation due to the fact that it is an ongoing investigation. But I will tell you this, the families of the patients who are here, as well as the citizens of this community, will sleep better tonight knowing that this place is no longer in operation. Rest Haven has officially been shut down. Right now, Sheriff's Office, we are actually transporting all of the patients to a location that's near here where other state officials and other state agencies, so far as mental health professionals, can come and evaluate them and take them to better locations. Everybody who lives in this part of the county, they know what type of situation this has been. It's been no secret. There have been reports of, these individuals not getting the care that they need, as well as, these are mental health patients. Sometimes they end up in people's garages, in different places. They end up, it truly is, it's a sad situation.
Of course, Anthony Chancellor, the sheriff of Clarke County, giving us a detail of what went on yesterday when the AG's office and the health department show up together with the sheriff's department. It's serious, and they have shut down this establishment.
This is an investigation that is ongoing.
Yes.
But this is an investigation that has been going on. This isn't something that they just took lightly and said, okay, we've got some reports, let's go in there and do something. As bad as it sounds, you have to allow whatever was going on to continue to go on without no one knowing, so you can get the proof of what's been happening.
Now, also, as I spoke with Anthony yesterday, let me pull this up here. You can find this on the Scotty Ray Report.com. Right there. This is an ongoing criminal investigation being conducted. So this is a step further than we just shut someplace down.
That's it.
When you add that, that's...
You have to do your investigation and find evidence that there's something going on, and then you can step in and shut it down or whatever. And then the investigation continues. It's kind of like your drug dealers. They don't just see one little thing and then they arrest them. They make sure that they've got all their ducks in a row, that they can prove they've got the evidence, and this may take a year and a half or so for them to do a thorough investigation before they go and arrest. Same here. They wanted to make sure that the accusations had some groundwork with it and that they were legitimate before they just went in and started to shut this down and move these residents. This wasn't just something that just started the other day and it played out yesterday. This has been ongoing.
That's right. So we're glad it's come to a cease, and maybe the people that, and they're there because they need help. Let's hope that they are taken somewhere.
Gullible.
Yes.
And those are the ones you do not take advantage of. When you've got someone relying on you for care because they're in a gullible situation in their life with mental problems, and then you're going to
take advantage
of that. Ooh.
We see that a lot. Gary pointed out he went to a baseball game last night, and some of the music that was playing feels like it should not have happened. It's something you'd hear at a gas pump, he said. A bad way to showcase our town. I agree with you there. There's things that just, the tolerance level of what's accepted in public has really been pushed, in my opinion. As we go to Jasper County, there was lots of talk about this over the weekend. I couldn't get a full understanding of what it was. We know now is they were searching for someone. They have been found in Jasper County. Let me pull this up here. This is John Martiz Damper, who is accused of sexual assault and burglary that happened in Jasper County. I've heard lots of I'd say a coffee talk of what went on with this. Officially, this person has been found. The people in Jasper County no longer have to worry about this threat. Been taken into custody. Highway Patrol, Clarke County helped out with this as well, with the apprehension. Yes, I said it wrong. But I did catch it that I said it wrong.
That's all right. I got you back, Scotty Ray.
Help me out there. We had another situation, Odie. I always have somebody that's sitting at a red light going, Scotty Ray, you ain't going to believe what I just saw. As it turns out, we had someone else shot yesterday. Now, this is being ruled at this point in time as an accidental shooting, Odie, as we go here and we'll click here. And I got in touch with Sheriff Ward Calhoun. And that's taken a second to load. Here we go. It's back up now. As we look at this, Sheriff Ward Calhoun confirmed that a person was taken to a local emergency room from a gunshot wound. He tells me that it was a single shot to the leg and it was considered non-life threatening. So
Well, that's
accidentally done it. But my oh my, do we have a lot of I accidentally shot myself in the leg going on in our area, time and time again.
Yeah.
Just pointing out the numbers is all I'm saying there. Let's see what else is going on in the community. Don't forget, as we go into this weekend, we go to this every year. It's a great thing.
Yes, it
Martin, back at it again, as they'll have their 37th annual Martin Day car show involved with it there at the Martin Volunteer Fire Department. Food and a whole lot of other things.
You know, raffle tickets, they do the 50-50. Their big one this year that they're doing is Rock House Trading Post $500 gift certificate.
Whoa. Yeah, that's real good.
So go on there and go out there and get some good food because they got some good chicken.
Barbecue
Or fried, I believe.
Yeah.
Always good.
And this year, it won't, last year when we went, it was political year. So it was a lot of political tents set up last year.
But yeah, it's this is how you help out a volunteer fire department. Are these annual cookings that they have? Pancake Day, we have a few of them.
Yeah.
But awesome. You go out there and see your friends because there's going to be a lot of people out there.
Sure is. There it is. Car show and a whole lot more. Newton County Martin Road, 11,000 block.
That's right. You can get there.
You make it to the four-way stop, you have found it.
You have found it.
You'll see the cars.
They're everywhere.
They are. We'll be right back as we continue more things that have gone on in the community. Don't miss out on a single thing. We'll be right back.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun & Pawn.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinara Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Car shows, as someone asked, will Chet have his there? I'm not sure. I could take mine in a box. That's all I got right now.
Well, it's more than one box.
Several boxes. Y'all imagine what it'll look like.
It was. We can send pictures of what it looks like.
It's ugly right now.
Not what it's gonna look like.
It's a mess. But car shows are so much fun. Somebody asked about, did we know what happened near Walmart yesterday? They saw several police shows. We've had several cases of shoplifting, of people running. We had one on 24th, not yet, the day of the parade. What day was that?
That was Tuesday.
Tuesday. We had someone run from Walgreens who had taken something and try to hide under a car. Police grabbed some feetsies and pulled them back out, and off to jail they went for the taking of items. And people that were in the store told me just obviously stuffing items down the front of the pants.
But not real smart.
No, it was not real smart.
Hide under this car.
They were taken into custody. A lot of that happens behind the scenes there. My, oh my, oh my.
Yeah, they're blatantly just doing it. Because you hear about California, New York, they don't care.
Yeah.
Just do what you want. We don't care. We ain't reached that point yet.
Not yet.
So, and I don't think we will.
Mississippi does not like that.
No.
Pam's having some liver and gizzards. That's her favorite thing to
Yeah.
Come on,
Pam.
You have to acquire for gizzards like you're in the middle of a small town and it's the only convenience store and that's all they got left in the little thing over there next to where
And
the
you hadn't
potatoes used
ate
to be.
in 3 days, I might be able to just swallow it. But golly,
You're not a gizzard man.
I ain't eating a liver
That's
or
like
a
being-
gizzard.
What was it when you had to eat what was left over the neck bone? Y'all remember that?
Well, now, turkey neck is
It ain't-
pretty doggone good.
There ain't much meat on it. You know
He was
what
a
I'm
turkey neck.
It must have been the chicken neck that I used to have to get when I was little. She said they're good at Martin Day. I can't say I've ever had gizzards from Martin Day. Is Al in charge of that? Is he the gizzard? Is he the gizzard man?
Gizzard guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. Mama made me and my sister eat liver growing up because Mama liked liver, and she thought, well, Odie and Charlene will too.
But that is one of those things where you hear the stories of kids sitting at the table staring at it for ever. You're not getting up from the table till you eat that.
Oh, you just don't know how it's making me feel right now thinking about it.
We had a little fire yesterday as the Meridian Fire Department showed up at the 2900 block of Edgewood Drive. It was a structure fire. Everyone made it out of the home safely. That is the good news that we can tell you about that. Always a great ending to a story when no one is hurt. Love to share those type stories there. Let's see here. I had some more things that went on. Now, let's do this, and I'm going to pull this up word for word. There's a lot of talk of this, of what's going on in Kemper County. I got in touch with the attorney of this gentleman yesterday, and we got an actual statement. This is on behalf of Keith Jackson, who is a member of the House of Representatives in Kemper County. Now, as we go down, let's look at this first. This was the original thing that happened that came out. Keith, 45 years old, was charged with receiving stolen property, and this was passed on by the grand jury. Now let's go back to the original story that we get from his attorney. As a legal counsel for Keith Jackson, I would like to address the recent criminal charges brought against my client. This charge is serious, and we understand the public's interest in this matter. However, everyone must bear in mind that our legal system operates on the fundamental principle that every accused individual is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Keith Jackson maintains his innocence and intends to vigorously defend against this allegation. Respecting the legal process we have, we'll continue to cooperate fully with the authorities. Keith Jackson has the right to due process, including a fair trial, access to evidence, and the opportunity to present a defense. We trust that justice system will uphold these rights. It is essential to separate legal proceedings from political discourse. While Keith Jackson is a public figure, we urge everyone to refrain from making premature judgments based upon political affiliations or personal opinions. Please allow the legal process to unfold without undue influence. We are committed in transparency throughout this proceeding. We will pursue all legal avenues, challenge evidence, and vigorously advocate for Keith Jackson's rights. We will provide updates as appropriate, respecting the boundaries set by legal ethics and confidentiality rules. Our goal is to ensure the truth prevails. Recognizing the importance of maintaining public trust, our actions will reflect the highest ethical standards, and we encourage the public to rely on verified information rather than speculation. In conclusion, we appreciate the media's role in informing the public, but we would ask for patience and restraint. Let justice take its course, and we will remain confident that the truth will prevail. Sincerely, Christopher A. Collins, attorney at law. And that's where we are. That's really all we've gotten so far. I have not gotten a comment from James Moore, the sheriff. We sent several requests there. I've contacted the courthouse. I have yet to receive anything from the Kemper County Courthouse as well. I called Friday and requested information and have yet to get anything. We did get something from his attorney.
And that's good. And he does make that point that he is innocent until it's proven that he's guilty.
That is fact.
And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be with Trump. That's the way it should be with him. That's the way it should be with everybody. They've put forth, and the same with this rest home. They're innocent until proven guilty.
Correct.
But you've got to do what needs to be done to protect the people who are involved. But this right here, we let the courts take its place.
I don't know all the evidence because we haven't heard from James of what was released, but we do know this does involve something to do with a log truck trailer. That's the best I can tell you on that, and we will follow this as it comes about to give you the absolute unbiased of this is what happened, this is what we know. We'll track it very carefully there. But pretty big deal there. Now, we've had some car incidents, so let's go out to Collinsville. Highway 19, as we had this is more than a fender bender.
Yeah.
We had two nice ladies that happened to bump into each other yesterday. as we come here. Stop sign's gone. So if y'all, I don't know if they got that back up yesterday or not. This is Oak Timmy Dam Road is where this is on Highway 19.
Yeah.
Rump Row. A little damage there.
I tell you, it does not take long for MDOT to get out there. I bet you that stop sign's right
Is back up.
Yep.
And then the second car involved in this. And that's probably going to be a total loss also.
Yeah.
When those axles start going in sideways, not a whole lot left, is it, Odie?
No, it's not real good.
The great thing we can tell you about this, everybody walked away okay.
So Pam, who works for MDOT, says stop sign is back up. So
That's great.
Good deal.
Matter of fact, I need to ask in Clarke County. I took Angie to eat Saturday night down to the French Quarter. Mm-hmm. Man, it was good. And right past where you come out on 45, y'all tell me if you're living in was the stop sign missing a bolt and it fell down? Because I said, Angie, did I see that right? She goes, what are you talking about? I said, you never look at anything.
Does it say pots now?
Well, I think you know how the stop sign is like this? I think the top screw had fell out and it was hanging down, written down upside down. You still knew to stop. But maybe I imagine that. Where's Anthony? And Barney?
Yeah. You get Harold to go back there and put that screw back in.
He's always got a screw hidden somewhere there.
He's got a screw loose.
So much more coming up. We'll tell you about a fender bender that the Meridian Police Department was involved with. And we always point out what they're involved in. We'll have that next coming up. And also a trip back in history. Everybody ready for their quiz this morning?
Back in time.
Greg is already preparing for tomorrow.
Yeah, he's getting there.
We'll be right back.
The Preserve at Meridian is the premier senior living community in the Meridian area, offering independent living cottages, assisted living, and maintain their independence and pursue an engaging lifestyle with a robust activities calendar, personalized care programs, wellness activities, restaurant-style dining, and much more. Call or visit us online today at preserveatmeridian.com to schedule your personal tour.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray and Odie. We ended up with those, what do you call them, plaids?
Plaid. We got plaid. We kind of look like a couple of Easter eggs up here, don't we? Got that springtime color going.
It is amazing. We are almost into the 4th month of the year. This is flying. It's like an overdrive. Where do they go? I mean, it's already started. We're right around for Memorial Day and coming up 4th of July.
4th of July is coming up. It won't be long. Christmas will be here.
Another year older and deeper in debt.
That's it.
St. Peter, don't you call me because I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
You said the key thing.
What's that?
Time is flying.
It is.
We're almost a quarter of the way done. And Christmas is not that far away.
How much?
How many of y'all bought Christmas on your credit card and you're still paying for it? And you're still going to owe for 2023 Christmas when 2024 Christmas comes around. Pay them off and save you some money and pay cash for Christmas, because you should not go in debt for Christ's birthday just to give your kids something. Give them the price of learning what it costs to keep money in your pocket and not owe for the rest of your life.
And don't forget about this, because I went by and tried to just shove it under the door where they wouldn't see me down at Jonda's office there. Taxes. They are like getting ready to be due if you haven't got yours to, because it can slip up on you. I really thought I dropped it off, and then I spoke to my wife, and she goes, "You hadn't done that." And I went, "Oof." So make sure to drop your taxes off. You don't want to owe Uncle Sam anything that he doesn't know about.
Just go ahead and do it.
Go ahead and get your taxes taken care of. Get that burden. That is a burden, as always.
Angie said, got her first grandbaby due in May. Be here next week.
Yeah, we'll be.
Oh, man. So I know the feeling on that. That is awesome.
Let's go back in history. Let's go back to 44. This guy, and I only brought this up because I remembered it as a kid, and I saw one show of it. Anybody know the name Ken Howard? Well, I think this was based off a true story, The White Shadow. He was a basketball coach. That's what they called him, The White Shadow. I don't think I ever saw that man in anything else again. Just my 2 cents there. Diana Wiest, do you know her?
I don't.
She sat like this through most of the show.
Oh, yeah, now she was the wife.
She sure was. The preacher from Footloose.
Yeah, she says, why not? Let's do it. Let's let them dance.
That's what she said.
She was quiet.
She was in a couple of other shows, but
She has been.
That's the big one that she was in.
And what's his name?
Third Rock from the Sun.
That's what I was thinking.
And he was the pastor in that.
Yeah, and he's played in John something. Isn't that his name, John something? But he's been in a few different things.
That was a huge, huge movie. And I think they even tried to remake it, didn't they? And it wasn't all that good.
I don't know. I can't remember.
And I'm moving on. Boy, if you could do that. Anybody remember a guy named Hank Snow? I'm moving on. It went number 1, 1950 today. That was one of the big ones there.
Wow.
Hank Snow, he's the one that brought you. I've been everywhere, man. And then he names all those towns. Johnny Cash re-recorded. I can't do it. If Walla Walla, I've been to Walla Walla,
Walla Walla Bing Bang.
Can you imagine having to learn the lyrics to that? How many? No. It had to be take after take after take in the studio the first time it was saved.
Oh, that had to be piecemealed in. Look at now. Bob and Gail both come up. It's Lithgow, something like it. John Lithgow. That's that fella's name.
Yeah, they wasn't thinking when they come up with that. That's a toughie to say.
I'd have changed it.
I think I would have too. 1955, the redheaded stranger. Okay, maybe that's not her name, but boy, she sure is pretty as we got a beautiful woman today. Reba McEntire was born on this date. She's ageless because she's got great cosmetics. And she knows Dolly's plastic surgeon.
Yeah, just don't get too much of that. All right, so Larry come back with the funny.
What did he say?
Talking about your stop sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said Harold kicked the stop sign chasing them chickens.
There was the great chicken
heist. The great chicken heist
that happened in Enterprise.
Yeah.
There was chickens everywhere. Were they ever proven to be stolen?
Yeah, but they were returned.
They were returned to the rightful owner. Did somebody just borrow the chickens?
I think that was the political
terminology used.
Terminology is they were borrowed. They did go on a road trip
in somebody's car. I bet they were cackling.
The last time they rode somewhere, it was their last ride.
That's true. 1967, this show would premiere. A lot of you loved it. He'd done 2 things. One was called Perry Mason. The other would be Ironside. Raymond Burr. He was always so serious as an attorney.
He was, but he was good. That's who I want.
Yeah, he didn't lose, did he? No. So would you go with Perry Mason over, say, Matlock?
Oh, no, I'd have 2 of them.
Your defense team?
I want both of them.
With Angela Lansbury investigating for them?
Of course, she's part of the team as well. We will have that. What do you call it? The dream team?
That'd be the dream team.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, Ironside. That show was so, and most of them in the early part were black and white, as we show here in the picture there.
I still watch them in black and white.
There you go there. Rodney Atkins, y'all know that name? 1969, I've Been Watching You. That was one of his songs there. 1969. Don't hear from him much anymore. Or at least,
not too much.
I don't, but hadn't seen him in quite a spell there. Wedding Crashers. Do you remember watching that?
I did. I watched it once, and some of it was funny.
And then he was also, what was the other show that he was in? And maybe
Google.
Maybe I take him wrong. Vince Vaughn is who I'm talking about. Maybe I take this guy wrong. But it almost rubs me a little. And again, I've never met him in person, but I'm just going by the
his
parts
persona that he plays some stupid parts
and may not be very. I just take him as somebody that probably isn't very nice in person. I don't know that. I've never met him.
like falls in the arrogant.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. And I could be wrong, but I just tend not to watch any movie roles that he's in because of that. It reflects it. I just, like Denzel, I'll watch it because it's Denzel to see it's good. Because he's got a good one there.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wayne said Perry did lose one case, but he came back and got her off. I remember that. He did.
How did he lose the case? Oh, my gosh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, but he came right back.
Well, now we know.
So, yeah.
I feel my temperature rising.
Bill
How'd the
said
rest
that's
of the song go?
Oh, golly. He had on that suit. Well, now I know how you ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Well, that isn't the same song.
Crying
though.
all the time.
He knows the words to something there. But I know
like
a little bit of, I took my turn to smoke, but I feel fine. Elvis recorded Burning Love today back in 1972. I don't remember the rest of the words with it, but boy, wasn't that a good one there?
It was a good one. Man, most everything he did was pretty good.
You didn't open up a can of worms there on all of our Perry Mason things.
Man, I watch him every day. And if you go to, what is the name of that network that we've got? Anyway, there's a whole channel got Matlock. There's a whole channel
MeTV?
that's got, no, it's not MeTV.
Oh, it's the other one.
There's a network that
on the
not just come on once a day. No, they got a channel. It's the Matlock channel, 24/7.
Really?
It's the Perry Mason channel, 24/7. Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that. You can just watch that show and that show only.
And that's it on that channel.
Huh?
Yeah, they got some, but I can't remember the. Of course, it's one of them internet TV things.
Yeah, and I wasn't but 5. But I would think that they still talk about this today. Anybody love Johnny Carson?
Pluto is where I watch it. Yeah.
Anybody know Johnny Carson?
That's the best talk show host we've ever had.
Well, it was March the 28th, 1974, and he was winding up his monologue when he comes out, when Johnny goes, what was that? Somebody streaked across the stage buck naked. It was actually a staff member, 6'7", 300-pound old boy that just decided to streak across the show. He was arrested, and I assume he lost his job over that little situation there. Streaking on Carson is probably not a good way to get ahead in the company.
No, not at all. That would get your name out there, though.
As Carson later said that McCormick was arrested but was released for lack of evidence. Took a second, didn't it?
And Johnny Carson would say that.
Yes, he would. 1981, Hank Williams Jr. had a #1 song today. It was called Texas Women.
Oh, Make Good Lovers.
No, you're way off. But the best looking
who
women
sings
that
that
I've ever seen have all been in Texas and all wearing jeans. I'm a Texas plowboy, not an urban cowboy.
Okay, I know the song now. But now, doesn't there one that says Texas women make good lovers?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive on that one.
Somebody help
Lonely
me out.
women make good lovers.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it is.
We really good. I'm turning you over to Greg
Older
today.
women make good lovers.
No, that was
Yeah, so,
we had that one there. We have Steve Warner with Lonely Women Make Good Love. Older women are beautiful lovers. They understand.
See, y'all can't get this at anything that's
But I'm
scripted.
turning you over to Greg because Greg's going to school you if you don't. How can you be from Meridian, Mississippi and not know Texas women?
Well, I know Texas women.
I'm not an urban cowboy, but I have fought some men, drive a pickup truck, trusting God and luck, and I live to love Texas women.
Amy gets mad at me because I don't know who sings what. I don't know the name of these songs, but I know the songs.
Well, let's go to
She thinks I'm
81.
crazy.
This was definitely not one of my favorite songs that you'd catch me at a red light turning up. It just wasn't my kind of thing. A lot of you liked it, as Willie was high somewhere today singing Angel Flying Too Close to the Ground. He was very high. We'll leave it at that. And again, you probably know this one to no degree. As we go back to 1981, Blondie had the #1 song on the other side of the dial called Rapture. And it was like a rap song. had something about talking cars in it. Am I right there? Who's that?
I can't remember that actual song, but I did like Blondie.
Oh, you know that song.
Oh, yeah.
If I happen to know that, you definitely know it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even from that. 1984 was a big day because this guy went down in history as being a legend in country music. He was. He was way ahead of his time. He had one problem. It was a vice called alcohol. And in the end, it would kill him. But in 1984, he walked into a studio and recorded It Was Love Just 10 Feet Away and Miami, Miami, as that plane touches down. Keith Whitley did that back in 84 on this date. I'm telling you, that guy was some kind of good. I'm no stranger to the rain for the rest of the world that may not know. He's the guy that made that famous.
Oh, okay. Now I know.
I'm telling you, Greg's kidnapping you this weekend. 1986, I couldn't name you one thing this lady does. I just know she wore meat to a party one time as a dress, and she's done some strange things. Lady Gaga was born on today. Isn't she talented?
She is extremely talented. She has an awesome voice. She is, she can sit down at a piano and just own that piano. And that's how you make a name for yourself. Your songs, your music, your abilities. But I'll give her this, whether it's something that I would do or not. She made a name for herself because of the crap she would wear. It make her stick out in front of everybody, and everybody talked about Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga. Now she's a household name because of the crazy stunts she did. So was it stupid at the end of the day? Not really. It was a ploy to get her recognized, and boy, she did.
It did work.
And now she can rely on her abilities and her talents because people already know her. She's got some good songs. She's got some good music, but I can't get by some of the stuff that she wears.
She doesn't. Jacob said, I heard that Rapture was the first rap song. If I'm wrong, correction is pretty. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't either.
Because I know that song when I was in third grade, but the Sugar Hill Gang, maybe that was the hip hop. I don't know. And then Rusty puts a line from that song, "Shoot you dead and eat your head." That was the line in that song that Blondie done. I don't know any more than that. Where are the people that know these things?
They're not here.
Yes, because we don't know. We're just trying to fill in the gaps, folks. 1992, is there life out there? Boy, this hit for so many women that were married for years, got a divorce. Is there life out there? As Reba went number one today back in, can you believe that was 92?
Well, now, tell me that's not a birthday present. She just turned her birthday
55.
today.
Yeah, she was born in 55 and then had a number one record.
Had a number one come out on your birthday?
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Now, I remember this like it was yesterday.
Yes.
This would be the song that would finally, his first song was Walking Down Memory Lane. It didn't get recognized. Didn't much happen with it. But he would stir up a little controversy with a song called Indian Outlaw. Mm-hmm. Made some folks mad, but it got his name in front of people. And the next thing you know, this changed everything as it was released today. Don't Take the Girl.
Great song.
With a mullet back in 94. That's a mullet.
That's a mullet.
Tim McGraw.
Yep.
And regardless of his political views, he is a nice person. I can say, Tim, I've met him several times. He didn't whoop me, and that was very nice of him not to do that after I touched his wife.
Karina knew who you talking about.
She did. She was on that. Man, he was a super nice. We did have one of the strangest things happen in history today of somebody had to have been drinking, and heavily drinking.
It had to be her.
Because, let's just go ahead and throw the picture up there and let y'all fill in the blanks, because this did happen.
Yeah.
They
I
were
guess
separate.
she sobered up and said, I can't do this no more.
I remember when they got married, I was, do what? Pretty Woman married Lyle Lovett?
Yeah. Woo.
Did you ever find out if they...
They had to, I reckon.
I don't know.
We are talking about consummating.
Is that word?
Yeah.
Well, we never... never happened with Michael Jackson. We know that.
No, it sure didn't.
No, that never. But
so it really wasn't a marriage.
So what happened with Kenny Chesney?
I don't think he consummated it with her.
1995. This show, I almost watched every episode. I tried to be home to watch it when it came because it was about Mississippi. I loved hearing Newton brought up and over to the General Hospital, and we're going over to Jackson, and then occasionally they would say something about Meridian.
You'd have Meridian every now and then come up.
We lost Hugh O'Connor to drugs on this day. He died at 28. He was 32 when he passed away. He was the son of Carol O'Connor. As we look back at that, it was suicide, and he did make a phone call and say, I'm getting ready to do this. He was in a bad car wreck, from what I understand, and he got addicted to pain pills.
And that's what started.
Yeah, and it just progressed and progressed. And then Carol O'Connor spent the rest of his life. He chased the guy down that was selling this drugs, hired a private detective. The guy ended up, after his death, spending a year in jail. He did get out, but Carroll would spend the rest of his life till he died advocating against drug use.
That was something that he really did take to heart, was losing him to drugs, and ate himself up about it because there was nothing he could do.
That's right. I can remember watching Granny and Jed walk outside as they drove up in their fancy new car there with their banjos, and we would lose this guy back in 2012. Earl Scruggs passed away at the age of 88, and if no one knows, Foggy Mountain Breakdown, and also half of the duo that done the Beverly Hillbillies theme song. Love that song. It was some kind of great. Today, this was 2 years ago.
This is what I can't believe. When this popped up, I was like, 2 years ago?
The slap heard round the world. It happened yesterday, and then today it would be a gravel apology for what he did.
Yeah, I tell you what, Chris Rock.
He took it, didn't he?
And just stood there. Because he was sitting here and hearing, if there wasn't a camera on me.
He didn't say any ugly words, and he didn't scrap with him. Where I think most people, there would have been a scrap at that point.
And he said after, he says, let me tell you, he said, that hurt.
Oh, it had to have.
He said, that hurt.
A full swing. That's the same as getting punched.
Yeah. Over Jada. And what kind of relationship him and his wife have now, I think that's all messed up.
The more I hear about it, I go, that's kind of freaky there. I didn't need to know that. Why didn't y'all just keep that to yourself?
Yeah.
I did not need to know all that.
It was a joke.
That's all it was. Scott says
supposedly, Bob said fake. Supposedly that was not. They've come out and said that was not a gimmick. That was not.
Yeah, who knows? The Meridian Police Department was involved in a fender bender yesterday, and I'm told it was very light. I couldn't get there in time, but MPD versus a light pole. Light pole still wins always. Scotty Ray and Odie will be right back.
Fantasy Cottage Floral and Gifts is located in downtown Quitman, directly across the street from the post office. They are your one-stop shop for all of your floral, a fully stocked gift shop to roses, mixed flower arrangements, and plants. Whether it be a special occasion or just because, remember them in your time of need for all of your funeral floral arrangements. Call on Fantasy Cottage Floral and Gifts at 601-776-3010.
Your next appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, drop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers. A showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator, from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen, Amana, and delivery is available, with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m., and by appointment after hours and weekends. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. Welcome back. That's a view of how I started my day off yesterday. Let's go directly to Highway 39 North, right before you get to John C. Stennis Drive, and there it is. This is the scene of a crash that I arrived on yesterday, Odie.
Ow.
What's that in the background? The Mississippi Highway Patrol.
I used to watch a show called The Highway Patrol.
I'm just doing my job. I'm the Highway Patrol.
Yeah. What was that? I got you, boy, for doing 55 1/2 mile an hour.
Guardrail was struck here. Another car was involved and would not be at the scene once the Highway Patrol arrived. No major injuries. There was someone taken to the hospital. Had 4 people originally in the car. By the time the police arrived, there were 2 left.
So we're not sticking around for this.
Did not. They were gone.
Yeah.
I got a couple of pictures, but...
Hey, look, and there's a reflection of somebody in that picture.
Oh, Rick, who that is?
It's that hat. That's what
I can identify. But as you'll look at this, look at all these airbags that go off in cars. And now a lot of cars even have them in the doors that come out.
Yeah, and then right above the top, you saw that one?
Yeah. So be ready for that. And again, it was another car involved that kept going after this car wrecked. And we'll leave it at that as they figure out who, what, and why over that situation. Mississippi Highway Patrol on the job.
Yeah.
We also had a little incident while we were wrapping up the show yesterday morning. This would be I-20, mile marker 157 exit ramp there. Whoops. What's that in the bushes?
They missed.
Oops. There you go.
Glad there were some baby trees.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse than that. He ended up being okay, but one of those incidences where things did happen yesterday. Rump row is the word about that. Let's see, Fulton, Mississippi, they were reporting that. And always in Mississippi, when we see it in one town,
it's coming to another.
Yeah, and let me show you where Fulton, Mississippi is. Where did it go there? Right there. This is going to be due east of Tupelo. Right here is Fulton, Mississippi. Fake money floating around the town. And again, if it's up here near Tupelo, it's not all that far from where we are down here. It can happen anywhere in the state. Thought you might want to know about that.
And a lot of these people, they don't live in Fulton. They're traveling around, spending money, buying stuff, getting rid of it. They're not going to do it where they eat.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I meant to pull up something, Odie. I don't know if I can do it in time. Let's see here. Why don't you do some birthdays and let me get this pulled up?
I was just trying, So, yes, Stetson Rickles is having a birthday today. Bobby Anderson turning 53. Dorothy Smith turning 54. And Gina Gardner. Happy birthday, Gina. We sang happy birthday to her Sunday at church.
Oh, did you?
53 years old today. A lot of 50s. Start off with Barry being 50.
He's getting on up there.
And he's getting on. I remember those days when I was just 50.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and give away the mug while I do? Or do you want me to do this first?
I mean, we can do that
I'll
because
do this.
It's time. So
let's think back. Do y'all remember when the Clarkdale Super Pharmacy was robbed, and then the Southeast Pharmacy was robbed?
Yeah.
Let's look at this, Odie, and tell me if you see anything here. All right, this is Clarkdale here, is what we're looking at. You see the person?
Yep.
Right there. Now, let's go to Lamar County, Mississippi, as we learned from the Sheriff's Department that 2 individuals would break into the pharmacy there in Lamar County. Do you see a resemblance? Could it be?
Could very well be.
I mean, the build is real similar.
Yeah.
There's Lamar County and their pharmacy. Here's Meridian.
I mean, he's got on a gray.
Yeah, they changed clothes. Here's the second person that was involved here.
Well, now he's got on a black hood.
But I'm talking about the build of the two.
But the build, yeah.
You got one that's a little bit bigger, and then this matches the second guy that was skinny.
It does.
Again, I can't prove that, but boy, it sure looked suspicious, as they say.
And then
this could be a ring of people that go around and do it from town to town. We don't know that, but I'm just putting 2 and 2 in my Perry Mason skills together. Let's give away a coffee mug now.
Michelle, I did. We started off the show with you and Brad's anniversary.
Ooh.
You know what that means?
What's that?
Using my investigative skills. She wasn't watching this show. But we do have y'all down at 11th anniversary. So here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Number 4, Bobby Anderson. 53 years young today.
Congratulations.
Go by Hyundai of Meridian and pick up your Hyundai of Meridian Scotty Ray coffee mug right there, Highway 39 in the north, big steel building. You'll see it.
We'll be right back.
Spring is finally here, and at Paris Kubota, we currently have just under 500 mowers in stock. Z-Series 42-inch for only $43.99 cash or around $86 a month, and we're offering free delivery and pickup. And did you know for only $4 a month, you can also add a Husqvarna handheld to your deal? Come see us, Meridian. We've moved to our new location, 2401 Jimmy Rogers Parkway. Stop by in and find you one of these great deals.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rock House Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rock House Gun and Pawn. I have always felt that if you handle the public's money, whether elected or appointed to a position, that, well, your financial background should be looked into to make sure that you never file bankruptcy or done anything that's not so smart with money, because you're dealing with the public's money. Mm-hmm. As we hear the cry from the mayor of Houston, Texas, they are unable to pay the firefighters this month. They are broke. $160 million in debt, and they have no money. This is what happens when, after years and years of people handling your money that had no business, it can't. I mean, y'all hear stories of people that are councilmen that have filed bankruptcy, that don't know what they're doing, handling and saying what should be done with yours. America needs to really sit back and rethink some of our policies. This is a mess when firemen can't be paid. You cannot spend. Here's the bottom line if you're watching and you're an elected official. You can't spend more than you take in. Never go too far in debt. I understand some things you have to do a loan on, but never put the taxpayers' money at debt and the risk of losing everything. We are that close to folding all across the United States. The nation, trillions in debt.
Well, look at Michigan just passed a law. Well, we're going to look. We depending on how much you make, I think it's best that we give you $500 a month to help you with your rent or your mortgage, or $6,000 a year. We'll pay that to help you out. Do you know who they are to help out? They're called the newcomers.
Yeah, which are illegal. Illegal.
And your tax dollars is going to pay for people who is not even from here or supposed to be here. Boy, that's an ODism right there. I could get behind and do some hooting and hollering, and I'm not going to.
But
because we're at the end of the show.
New York, I think this week they were talking about how they're paying for hotels, and it's costing like a week or every 2 weeks $1 million to house.
There's hotels that you can't even call and get a reservation because the government in New York has rented the whole hotel.
But it boils down to you
Go
can't
ahead.
spend for things that do not apply to the taxpayer and the good of the people that put in. That's.
If you want anybody from any country out there in the entire world, if you want to come over here, 100% by me, you are welcome. Mm-hmm. But when you come over here, you've got to have somebody that's going to say, hey, look, he's going to stay with me until he gets
well, we used to have that thing to where you had to bring a skill to even be admitted. You had to. So what is what are you giving?
Yeah, and then you get a job, because we're not paying for you. Oh, it burns me up.
We had a death yesterday. Did you see this about Joe Lieberman? You go, where do I know that name from?
I did not hear that.
He ran as vice president with Al Gore. Yeah, y'all here. Let's show a picture here.
I did not know that.
Potato.
Wow. Darn.
Never.
What'd you say?
Potato.
Potato?
No, you don't remember that? Where he was reading the book and they asked him to spell potato and he misspelled it and it was all over the news.
Yeah, I remember that.
But Joe Lieberman has passed away at the age of 82. He went around there, but he passed away yesterday. Thought y'all might want to know that.
Prayers for the family.
I was trying to. It seemed like there was some other. After this happened, we had somebody claimed that they saw this in a dream about the bridge being hit. That's somebody trying to cash in and act like they know things.
I dreamed yesterday was Wednesday. Who'd have thunk it?
Well, there you go.
You know, come on.
All right, it's time for us to get out of here, and I need you to give us something uplifting. Will you do that for me?
We're going to do that because I done got my blood boiling over here talking about all this money we throwing out. But there's one thing that's coming, and that is the Lord Jesus Christ. He's coming back.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming to get us. There's one thing, he has risen. And Sunday we're going to celebrate that on Easter. And today's Bible verse comes to us from John 13, verse 14. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. And to expand on that is, in essence, he has washed their feet, talking about his disciples, as an example for them to follow. If their Lord and Master can serve them by stooping low to wash their feet, then surely they can serve one another in any way. The first lesson Jesus has taught the church, therefore, is to humbly, lovingly, and sacrificially serve other people. I tell you, I've got a good and powerful Lord, and y'all do too. And there's one thing, I know he's coming back, and I know he has saved me, and he's pulled me from the pits of hell, and he can do the same for each and every person out there. Just ask him to come into your life and change yours forever. We'll be back tomorrow in about 23 hours. Until then, we love you. Have a great day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.